time I turn around, you disappear. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. What's your name? Let me treat you to a drink. I like the way you talk, I like the things you wear. I want your number tattooed on my arm in ink, I swear. Cause when the morning comes, I know you won't be there. But every time I turn around, you disappear. First time I met you, you blew me away. Yeah, you know, darling lady, I know you're going to stay, but your memory lingers on. Why you had to do me that way? Talk about wrecking, oh, a perfectly happy home. You got some kind of nerve, girl, oh, to come on that strong. You know damn well I never asked you to come along. No, no, no. Yeah, you pushed me, then you pulled me, then you tore my heart apart. Oh, and you took me, and you shook me, then you left me all alone in the dark. Oh, Katrina, what have you done? Yeah, my sweet, sweet Crescent City is almost gone. Oh, since you came along, yeah, we can't go home. use somebody. You know that I could use somebody. Someone like you and all you know and how you speak. Countless lovers under cover of the street. You know that I could use somebody. You know that I could use somebody. Someone like you. Yeah. 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 Ow! You can find me in the streets, even in the drought.
The premise of Collective Emotions is to design clothing that focuses on color and words to describe one's particular mood, thoughts, and personality. Each and every day, people look for ways to express themselves in a unique manner, and this is what we hope to provide. Whether it is through colors, expressions, or phrases, we will serve as an outlet for those who like to wear their emotions on their sleeves.
Man, I'm killing it, riding in that brand new, swimming through the streets, looking like I'm Shamu, in that big body, with the wet paint. I got some pocket change from selling wet weight. Today is a good day. Ice cubes on my chest, looking at my BlackBerry. Freak hit me on the text.
I was born in Brooklyn, New York, and you know, being from Brooklyn, you know, you just see a lot of different things, and just being from New York in general, you know, you just grow up with a fashion sense, and ever since then, you know, I just always knew that, you know, I mean, I loved basketball, but at the same time, you know, I really like fashion, and, you know, Collective Emotions is just a way for me to go out and express my love for fashion and clothes and fabrics and different things like that.
You could tell us in the streets, even in the drought, my mattress is full.
Collective Emotions is a clothing line where, you know, I don't want to say it's one type of, you know, it's not one genre, it's more than, I want it to be everything. I want it to, you know, reach all different types of, you know, crowds. You know, I want a person who's skateboarding to rock Collective Emotions. I want somebody to rock Collective Emotions. I want somebody from, you know, one of the inner city projects to rock Collective Emotions. I want somebody who's just relaxing from a business day to rock Collective Emotions. You know, I want it to be everything. We use a lot of different colors, and we try to use the different colors to express, you know, different emotions.
And the sun is out, it's like it's shining on me, shouting out the homies as I breeze by. I'm on cloud 9 and I ain't even high. Told my shorty I'll be back and I ain't even lie. Them VVS's be the best that money can buy. I see you flirting, baby, them jeans is painted on her. Mama looking right and I don't even want her. No need to take it personal, but that's just how it be. No disrespect to you.
The Concordia men's soccer team has been off to a good start so far. We sat down with head coach Joe Panetti to have a few words.
My job was to put together a new program, to help rebuild a program, bring in about a dozen kids who would come in and work hard, play hard. The talent level that we currently have far exceeds any notion that I thought was possible. The team chemistry quickly clicked. The guys are not a team member, they're family. I have 20 family members who stick together, protect each other, and look out for each other, and it shows on the soccer field. And I look at a team that last year started off the season at 2-6. This year we're 2-4-1. We've been competitive in every game we've played, and we're there until the final minutes of the game. Life is very difficult, and it's hard. Like soccer, like life. And they're learning that on the soccer field, you stick together, you work hard, you put your best foot forward, and more times than not, you will succeed. I believe in positive, constructive atmospheres. I believe in going forward. You can never change the past, but you can learn from your mistakes and become a better person, a better man, a better individual. In our case, a better soccer program. When I recruited assistance of my assistant coaches, we brought in 11 new players. We said we're changing the character, moral fiber of the team. We want kids who love the game, who respect the game. And it shows on the soccer field. Our kids have a never say die attitude, who fight to the end. They don't scream and yell and curse. They support each other, encourage each other, and they get along with each other, and they will do anything to support the program, and better, not hurt the program. These men have been going through a month of hard work and training, and they're starting to visually see the fruits of their labor. I see the program taking a huge step this year to having a winning record, to qualifying for the conference tournament. I see our program in the next couple of years competing for a conference tournament title and eventually taking it into the NCAA tournament.
Before you on three. 1, 2, 3, Sequoia!
Ó, eu quero ir aqui.
நம்ம ஊரை காட்டுது இந்த பொண்ணு. சரி நமக்கு எதுக்கு நாளைக்கு பரிச்சை வச்சுக்கிட்டு இருக்கேன் பார்ப்போம்.
Que?
아, 나 저번 시간에 빠져서 노트 좀 빌렸어. 이따 도서관 가서 같이 공부하자.
¿Te lo perdiste? No, si não excelente, não tem maneira. E aí, gente? Yeah. Como foi seu jogo hoje? Vocês me entendem, não?
What do you see when you look at me? A handsome young man? A man who hasn't shaven in weeks? Or just a man with a lack of fashion sense? If you answered yes to any of those, you've lied, because I know the first thing that came to your mind was that you see nothing more than a black man. Isaiah Roman Gibson is my full name. Isaiah is derived from the Bible. My middle name comes from the greatest empire that was ever in existence. Gibson, however, is traced back to a slave owner who owned my ancestors back in the day. Now that, I don't wear proudly. By the end of this week, I plan to remove myself from this society, for I am invisible. No, not in the literal sense. I guess Ralph Ellison was right all along. I am a black man living in a white man's world. No matter how smart I am, no matter how much I accomplish, I will never just be a man who is successful. I'll be a successful black man. I'm a college junior, and I'm majoring in history. You would think that someone who thinks as I do would be a philosophy major or something of that sort. But no. I would rather learn about how our history is basically a movie script everyone played an important part in. True or not, it's actually quite entertaining. The ignorance of the world we live in is incredibly genius. Everything is set up so that certain people are made to make it and others are made to fail. I refuse to be a part of anything that is made to be purposely unfair.
why did you come to Comic-Con?
I love the people and I have a lot of friends that come here.
I love comics. I'm an artist. I draw. I love Batman. Pretty much the reason why I do what I do. I'm a firefighter in the real job, so you know, dressed as a hero out there.
Well, we both really like anime a lot. It's kind of scary.
And it's the most amazing place in the entire universe.
Just nothing better to do, I think, really.
We heard bats would be here. You seen them?
What has been your favorite attraction or exhibit so far?
The ShiftyLook.com booth in aisle 3300. They have a lot of fun retro games there from Japan that have never been here before. And they have game tournaments, which I won the Galaga tournament.
Right now they got the Marvel people dressed up down in the Marvel panel. It's pretty cool watching all the different costumes. I think that's my favorite, watching all the people get dressed up. The imagination's something.
I like the booth with the t-shirts that move and glow in the dark.
We've just enjoyed walking around, getting stopped for pictures. That's fun.
And what do you think of the costumes so far?
I love the costumes every year. They're great, especially the Spider-Man standing right there. There's just a ton of great costumes.
It's like bonus
Halloween's
Halloween.
it's like bonus Halloween.
Yeah.
Well, I really like this character. I like his backstory, and I like the way he looks.
For at least once in my life, I got to get dressed up, and here I am.
So, why did you guys come to Comic-Con today? Excuse me, can we ask you a few questions?
Not really talk through the matter.
My name is Aditayo Midio and I'm from Nigeria, West Africa.
Hi, I'm Bobby Schultz and I'm from Wethersfield, Connecticut.
My name is Maria Isabel Kulaba. I'm from the Philippines.
My name is Nico Calendar. I'm from Long Island.
My name is Elena Jackson. I live in Dallas, Texas.
My name is David Merrill and I'm from Jersey.
My name is Ola Roberts and I'm from Romania.
I got a quick question. Am I talking to the camera or am I talking to you? Okay.
I like most about the new media class is it's hands-on. I get to work with programs like Final Cut Pro.
You know, we're all a new media family. Like, we all get along, we laugh, we make jokes. You know, it's pretty chill.
The professor kind of gives us the opportunity to just work on our projects.
You are the textbook.
and we go straight to editing and producing and learning how to direct.
As the technology grows, I think my knowledge will keep up because of that, because I study this.
My favorite new media class would have to be the news production class. It was very hands-on. I got to shoot, edit, and basically prepare me for stuff that I would like to do in the future.
My name's Travis, and I'm an artist. It's what defines me, or how I feel I define myself through the process of creating art.
I think it must be some sort of genetic mutation.
I can't explain why, but there's just this unbelievable driving force that causes me to want to create art every second of every day. Whenever I get into it, as soon as I get a chance to, it's just, just endless hours just keep going by, and the more I just get into it and love the process of creating art, feel like, ultimately I want to try to express myself and reach a certain level of aesthetics. Of course, I'd like my art to be transcendent, or to reach some sort of greater being, or to express some sort of ultimate truth, but that's not why I set out to do it. I do it because there's a driving force inside of me that feels like it would tear me asunder if I didn't create art, and I would just go crazy. I make things, all sorts of things, music, paintings, digital art, I guess. I like to take my own art that I've physically painted, digitize it by taking a picture or whatnot, loading it up in some sort of editing software, and then going to town, getting creative with it and trying to turn it into something new. House music is someone takes a form and then tries to be expressive with it and put themselves into it in some way, and maybe it can reach true art. The creative process is the whole game. That's what it's all about. I'm always trying to figure out new ways to create and the process and how it links together. So for me with the song, I usually get in and start making sounds that I like, drum sounds and bass sounds and whatnot, and then try to come up with some sort of melody, and then start to put it all together in some form that some people might enjoy.
Do you guys like documentaries?
Yeah. Sure. Yes, especially ones filmed by a Thompson.
I will not pay you much, but you will have a good time.
I have prostate T4 cancer. I'm not able to be cured.
Yeah, better get all your toys ready for tonight.
My soul will be taken into the camera.
Muchacho, pero it's a wonderful thing. It's amazing.
Oh, I think there's more. Let's not fret. It's just they get lost because there's some. Yeah, there is more.
I got broads in Atlanta.
Talking about wanting to die.
Looking for ways to die.
Feeling of hopelessness.
Feeling trapped or in unbearable pain.
Talking about being a burden to others.
Increased use of alcohol or drugs.
Acting anxious or agitated.
Sleeping too much or sleeping too little.
Withdrawing or feeling isolated.
Showing rage.
Extreme mood swings.
Listen.
Listen.
Listen. Tell someone. It's better to lose a friendship than a friend.
What's so special about a dream?
The one thing they can't take from you.
So aim high.
Believe in it.
Protect it.
And take action.
Because the difference between dreams and reality is action.
So here we are, chasing our dreams.
You will not be able to stay home, brother. You will not be able to plug in, turn on, and cop out. You will not be able to lose yourself on Skag and skip out for beer during commercials because the revolution will not be televised. There will be no pictures of pigs shooting down brothers on the instant replay. There will be no pictures of pigs shooting down brothers on the instant replay. There will be no slow motion or still life of Roy Wilkins strolling through Watts in a red, black, and green liberation jumpsuit that he has been saving for just the proper occasion. Because black people will be in the street looking for a brighter day. The revolution will not be televised. The revolution will not be right back after a message about a white tornado, white lightning, or white people. You will not have to worry about a dove in your bedroom, the tiger in your tank, or the giant in your toilet bowl. The revolution will not go better with coke. The revolution will not fight germs that may cause bad breath. The revolution will put you in the driver's seat. The revolution will not be televised, will not be televised, will not be televised, will not be televised. The revolution will be no rerun, brothers.
Why?
The revolution will be live.
I didn't know he was abusing me. Even though I had bruises on my face, I never once thought I was the battered girlfriend. There was not a hint of violence, control, or anger in the beginning. It started to happen once a month, to once a week, to every day he gave me a new bruise. So why didn't I leave? I was scared. I loved him so much. I put everything I had into this relationship. It is not my fault I stayed in the relationship. Domestic violence victims, like me, do not choose to fall in love with a man willing to destroy us.
During Hurricane Sandy, I was living on Long Beach in Long Island, which is the south shore of Nassau County. The hurricane destroyed my apartment, destroyed my car. I've lost all my important paperwork, money I had saved in the house, everything. Due to the fact that my landlord and I had an improper lease agreement, I was unable to receive the reparations given by FEMA at the time. And unfortunately, I ended up on the street shortly afterwards. And I didn't have any family before, and the friends that I did have weren't friends that were willing to help me in any way. They just pretty much let me watch this happen to me. So since then, I've tried to get a job, I've tried to save money, and without a house, it's not easy to get a job and keep a job. You know what I mean? Not being able to wash my clothes, not being able to shower. I'm not given a chance to even work now that I am completely on the street. It's like trying to get a job is ridiculous. I have no ID, no photo identification. I just got my birth certificate after a year and a half. It took a year and a half to get it.
it you want to love? What is it you want to love? What is it you want to love? Suddenly sorry, suddenly I feel you're free now. You're all you have to give. The unknown now.
What are you doing? You're so slow.
You're acting crazy.
What are you, retarded?
You're such a gimp.
That movie gave me PTSD.
That's so retarded.
Bro, that movie was totally insane.
What are you, special or something?
Hashtag triggered.
Why are you acting so stupid?
Slow.
Crazy.
Retarded?
PTSD.
Gimp.
Special or something?
Think before you speak.
Close your eyes. Swallow the sun. You have only just begun. Breathe in, breathe out.
He had deep blue eyes, not too dark and not too light, the only eyes that could look at me and make me feel warm inside. He had eyes that would smile when he was happy, one eye contact, and I was smiling. He was a good listener, quiet. Yet that silence was the only silence that I was comfortable in. He talked with his gestures. His eyebrows would frown when he got confused. His lips would make a gap just the moment before he was about to disagree. He would look up when he heard something exciting. He would throw his head slightly back, cover his face, and laugh when I would embarrass myself. His smile told me that I made him happy. He knew how to comfort. He had these hugs that made me feel safe. He knew the exact moment when to take a step forward and wrap his arms around me. He knew the exact words to say to make my tears turn into laughter. He was someone who could continue my sentences. He was able to think the same way I did. However, he always had his own opinion. He was never afraid to disagree, even if that meant an argument between us. He was attentive. He listened so much he knew the smallest details about me. He knew me like a book he read 10 times from cover to cover, or a movie he watched with subtitles every Friday. He had so many sweatshirts that kept me warm. He was always buying shoes. He had new ones for every day. He shared secrets with me and kept my secrets safe. He wanted what was best. He knew it was going to be hard. He regretted things and had me agree on others. Sometimes he could be stubborn and proud. However, he has had tears on his face in front of me. He trusted me so much, he showed his vulnerability. He, the one who I found interesting because of how calm and closed up he was when I first met him. He opened up to me. He and I didn't know what we got ourselves into. He and I didn't intend it to be this way. He and I wanted each other to be happy. What if we knew? What if we were in my prom photos? What if we did get through it together? What if we had more birthdays together? What if we had times 10 the photos we have? What if we went to another country? What if we matured together? What if we had a proper goodbye?
I don't know a lot, but I know specifically in my church we have guest speakers sometime and they sign and it's really cool to see their culture.
What does it mean to me? I think it's very important for people to understand what it is. What it means to me, I would say it's just because they're deaf does not mean they're not part of society. I feel like sometimes people put them in their own group because there's so many stereotypes in this world, and I don't know if that answers the question.
The definition I know would be a person who cannot hear but is able to talk through hand signals. But to me, it's kind of more than that. It's more of a person who has gone through a lot of struggles, in a sense. They're treated differently by society due to the fact that they cannot hear, but that does not make them different.
So I think I might have a different perspective than most about deaf culture. I am fluent in American Sign Language, so I think through that I've learned a lot about deaf culture. And to me, deaf culture is a really cool thing that I want to get to know and learn more about.
So deaf culture to me, I think, has a lot to do with the fact that they all have something in common. Just like any other culture where we all speak a language. We speak English, people in France speak French. In Spain, they speak Spanish. All of those other languages are what bring people together and help people grow into a community. And I think that's something really cool about deaf culture, is that they do have this language that they all know, and when you get to learn that language, you get to feel like not necessarily a part of their culture, but that you get to understand their culture in a better way.
Well, deaf culture is a culture like any other culture. They have their own values and traditions and ways of living.
Deaf culture means to me the community of people who are aware of how amazing sign language is, and people who are hard of hearing or deaf, and the community that they make together, and the beautiful language they share, and the wonderful stories they have.
into your eyes, I see it. You're all I need. Every time I get a bit excited, I feel it. Who would have thought I'd get you? Summertime fine, I let you get on top, I be the underline time. Tryna get beside you like the number 9 time. You fine as hell, I guess I met you for a reason, only time could tell. But well, I'm wondering what type of shit you wantin'. Do you like the finer things, are you a simple woman? Would you drink with a nigga, do you smoke weed? Don't be ashamed, it ain't no thing, I used to blow trees. Getting lifted, I quit the shit, I might get high with you. It's only fitting cause I'm looking super fly with you. A fly before you are. Do something to me, cause boy I caught the vibe like it threw something to me. So I do it back. Now my ladies hollering, who was that? Before he bad bitches, what you about to do with that? Finna take you home, sip a low Patron while we zoning. Baby you're so fine, can I hit it in the morning? Can I hit it in the morning? Can I hit it in the morning? The sun rising while you're moaning. Who would have thought I'd get you? This feels like summer. Boy, you make me feel so alive. Just be my lover. Boy, you lead me to paradise.
Got someone you like, feel something that's right.
I find myself with flowers on the street that you live, and I find myself asking if you'd like to walk, and I find myself with smiles cause the things that we did, and I was glad that we could knock the ball right out of the park. You Babe Ruthed it, you close your eyes with every single toothy grin. I can see my world right where you're standing if you'd let me in. I know I'm no prince, but you're a queen, you're a 10, and you're new here, yes I know, but tell me where, oh where could you have been? I wanna know your favorite color, when's your birthday, what's your astral sign, and if you're here I could sit and watch the clouds to pass the time. Let me thank you for this chance to impress the empress of my social life, and I know it comes in steps, but I can't wait to hold you tight. Tell me about your fears, thoughts of peers, and my apparel, and if it isn't too apparent, tell me if you're feeling me too, cause I see magic in the reflection of your eyes, and I notice that it's there when you're peeping the dude, cause like, honestly, I just want your honesty. If you're not ready for these steps, well, it doesn't bother me. If you'd like me better as a friend, then I'll acknowledge it and watch the most beautiful of women bloom and start again. I find myself with flowers on the street that you live, and I find myself asking you if you'd like to walk, and I find myself with smiles cause the things that we did, and I was glad that we could knock the ball right out of the park.
superstar LeBron James is talking politics again, and this time it's R-rated. It's always unwise to seek political advice from someone who gets paid $100 million a year to bounce a ball. Or as someone once said, shut up and dribble.
We will definitely not shut up and dribble. I would definitely not do that. I mean too much to my two boys here, their best friend right here, my daughter that's at home, my wife, my family, and all these other kids that look up to me for inspiration and trying to find a way out.
Maybe the issue that society has with student athletes using their voice, or even just athletes using their voice, has nothing to do with our majors or where we go to school. Because maybe the real problem is that society doesn't believe that student athletes are really students at all.
To grow. Why is it that they just settle for being less than what they are capable of being? Why is it they shy away from doing their stuff and challenging themselves and taking life on and making it an exciting adventure? Why is it? Because living your dream, it's hard, ladies and gentlemen. It's hard living your dream. We are in charge of our attitudes. And when you're in charge of your attitude, you say, if it's hard, then do it hard. I won't allow this to stop me. I don't have the option of easy. I don't have the option, and I don't think you do, or any of us do, of going around trying to find a dream that's a little dream that doesn't require much responsibility or not too stressful.
I will not leave without that goal. I will not leave without that dream. I will not leave this university until I'm successful. I will not leave this job. I will not leave this client. I will not leave this opportunity until I get it.
Hey, we're back. I changed the lights to red for this one. It kind of makes it look like I'm in hell, which is kind of fitting because we're in quarantine, and being home on quarantine, not being able to leave and see my friends, is a personal hell for me.
Coming back, I miss your strong embrace. I want to believe we have a chance to let our hearts escape. I need you here with me. You see it on my face. I know that when our heartbeats run, troubles will be overcome. When you're coming back, I miss your strong embrace. I want to believe we have a chance to let our hearts escape. I need you here with me. You see it on my face. And know that when our heartbeats run, troubles will be overcome, overcome, overcome. Embrace, I miss your strong embrace. I want to believe we have a chance to let our hearts escape. Embrace.
Hello everybody, Noel here, and I've decided to try something new during this quarantine time, so
I'm gonna do this thing called Quarantine Diaries, where basically I'm gonna be recording myself doing a video every now and then about how life has been with the COVID-19 situation. First off, I hope everyone is able to make the best of their situation despite what's going on outside. I hope you and your families are safe. And yeah, that's the first part. Secondly, it's been pretty tough dealing with this quarantine from a first-hand experience. Today actually marks 3 weeks since I've been outside. I came home from school the 17th of March, and today is April 7th.
Walking around my neighborhood and seeing people at home with their families is something that's much more common now than before this entire pandemic. And it leaves me happy to see that people are trying to stay safe. Yet, I'm still stuck focusing on issues that shouldn't matter at the moment.
Lose the strength to leave. I can't handle change. I can't handle change.
Tonight, I'm probably gonna go back to my computer and edit this video together. And I'll struggle with the choice of song that I'll use for this little diary. I'll struggle with how I look in the camera. But that's the thing. There's no single concept, idea, art, or even song that defines who we are. Truth is, I don't really know how to define myself, how I feel, and why I act the way I do. But being forced to stay in the box that I've always tried to stay in has left me feeling more lonely than before.
I can't help but repeat.
Regardless, I'll fight my own fight and attempt to grow in the midst of this. I just don't know how I'm going to endure it all. But to all that are listening, just know that I will. That's all I can do. Now some may listen to my narration and be confused by my purpose in it. But I just believe it's easier for all of us if we can express ourselves through our art, whether it be in someone's face or subtle. I'm hoping to band together as many people as I can during this time. Anybody that shares my sentiments can hopefully feel relieved that others feel the same, or at least feel relieved that they understand exactly what they feel through my words. We can get through it together.
Okay.
For the war with long and sea haze my mind with your appeal. Picture frame your beauty kills me. Years have passed, now years are bleeding. I can't bear that your beauty is attacked. Let me rest, leave me with a broken chest. No, I can't get over you. No, I can't get over you. No, I can't get over you. I just can't get over you. The light, the sun is yours. Locked within her sleeping heart. I can't bear that your beauty is unfair. Let me rest, leave me with a broken chest. Make my butts up.
30 days at least since I haven't been outside. Like longer than 200 meters from my house. It's very windy today, so I don't know if you guys are gonna hear me, but just feel some wind.
Show you when you're mine, oh mine, mine, oh
that we know we're not meant to be, who do you walk with? Now that I know what you're dealing with, who do you talk to? 'Cause when a flower finds its bee, it gets lost in senses. Like we got lost in chemistry and didn't pay attention. Do you remember when we walked downtown on the avenue? We thought of nothing but to have some fun and some company. But things can change so rapidly without trying to. Do you remember when our hands they met without thinking it through on the avenue? See with your hands and listen to your heart. That's what you told me. The future is far away, give in and go astray. That's what I told you. 'Cause when a bee is breaking free, it gets lost to feeling. Like we got lost in chemistry and didn't pay attention. Do you remember when we walked downtown on the avenue? We thought of nothing but to have some fun and some company. But things can change so rapidly without trying to. Do you remember when our lips they met without thinking it through on the avenue?